Hey everybody, Tabitha here and welcome back to the DMU YouTube channel. Today's video is all about advice for first years, so I'm going to give you some tips, some of my previous experience, anything I would tell myself or would have done differently in first year, and I'm excited to see some more of you in September. I think a good place to start is obviously with freshers. Freshers is so much fun and I wish I could do it all over again, but the main thing I would say to you is whether you drink or not, whether you like to go clubbing or not, there's so many activities and things that you can do. Try and go to as many as you can, because across freshers everybody is in the same position. They are wanting to make friends, so you can meet so many people there, and also you get loads of free stuff. So free food, discounts at places, stationery, t-shirts. The Freshers Fair is a really great place to go. The bar tour was my favourite thing to do in Freshers. I did do it in second year and I'm going to do it again in third year. But basically with Freshers, go to everything because you don't want to miss out. You can make loads of friends, get loads of free stuff. Short and sweet, Freshers is great. So the next tip is something that I think is very important, and that is try and keep a good balance between your uni work and your social life. In the very first semester between September and Christmas, I was all work, work, work. I didn't give myself any time to just relax or chill out, which is so important for your mental health. You need some downtime. So whether that's you work really hard all week and go out for dinner or for drinks on Friday night, or you work really hard all week and give yourself the weekend off, I think it's really important to have a balance, just so your work doesn't suffer because you're too exhausted to do it to a high standard, and so your social life doesn't suffer because you have no time for it. Keep it balanced, people. Now, I don't know what you're like, but me personally, if I get what I deem to be a bad grade, then I focus on it and it really brings me down. It knocks my confidence. I don't work to my best ability for the next assignment. But I think something I've learned over the 2 years I've been at DMU is to definitely make sure that you, instead of focusing on it and dwelling on it and just taking it as your rubbish, use it as encouragement to work harder and do better on your next assignment. I think you can definitely see from my grades, I started off pretty well. I got better and better and better throughout the year, and that's because I think I took the previous grade as like an incentive to get a higher one the next time. If you get a bad grade, it's not the end of the world, especially in first year. Another thing I think is if you do get a grade you're unhappy with, go and speak to the marker, because they will give you encouragement and tell you where you went wrong or where you could have done better. That's something I did in first and second year. Whenever I got a grade that I was unhappy with, I did go and speak to the marker to see where I could have done better, where I missed my marks, what I did well, because you want to know what you've done well so you don't change it for next time. A bad grade isn't the end of the world. Just use it to push you to do better next time. This thing is something that I know people find really difficult, and I found very difficult because I'm actually quite a shy person in large groups of people. But that is, don't be afraid to stand out to your lecturers or your peers. At the end of the day, it's going to be your lecturers, your dissertation supervisor, your personal tutor. They are going to be the one or the ones that are going to be writing your reference. I think it's really important to stand out because you want your reference to stand out. It's going to help you in the future get jobs or onto postgraduate study if you don't have a very generic, this person did well, they attended a lot. You don't want a generic reference. You want something that's very personal to you and that makes further employers, universities, whatever you want to do afterwards, it makes them see why you should be there instead of the other people. Does that make sense? People might find you annoying. I know for a fact people find me annoying. I would much rather stand out to the lecturers and possibly be disliked by other students than blend into the background. I don't know if that's just me. So there's a few things that I would tell my first year self. First one being, cheese is really expensive. Didn't know that until I went to uni. Just prepare yourself for the price of cheese. On a more serious note, I think in my first year I wasn't aware that my friendships would change. So my friendships that I made in school, in sixth form, they have changed. I still have some of the same friends, but some of my friendships are not as strong as they once were. And I think that is understandable because you've literally moved apart. So it's hard. It is possible to keep those friendships strong, but I do think it is unrealistic to expect all of your friendships to stay exactly as they were before you all moved away or before you went to uni. And also the friendships that you make at the start of uni might not be the ones you have at the end. Again, my uni friends, that group has changed a lot. The final thing that I would tell myself, it's going to sound like I'm being told to say this, but I'm not, and that is coming to uni, specifically DMU, is the best decision that I've ever made. I don't think I knew at the start how much I would love my decision to go to DMU, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world, and that's cheesy as anything. Expensive cheese. So that is everything for this video, guys. I hope you found it useful. I hope to see some of your lovely faces in September. I'm super excited to get back into the university rhythm and back into my schedule, and I wish you the best of luck with your exam results. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys!